Now, when we have covered technical aspects of chat widget and conversation section, let's discuss some best practices on support agents' work. We are going to discuss a few real-life examples based on user.com clients' business cases. So, first idea is related to default replies in the conversation section. You already know that there is a possibility to add default answers to questions frequently asked by your users through chat. A useful tip here is that you can create these replies in a few languages so that you have a handy library of default answers adjusted to your user's language preferences. To make searching through replies easier for your support agents, remember that the default replies are ordered alphabetically, with replies in capital letters appearing at the top and followed by replies starting with small letters. Having that in mind, you can, for example, write all default replies in English in small letters, while the replies in the other language, let's say you are based in Spain, so that language is Spanish, can be written in capital letters. Thanks to it, all answers will be nicely sorted, and it would help your support team to quickly recognize the languages. A handy tip: whenever a user writes a reply and you have that conversation open on the screen, you can see what user is typing before they even send it. Secondly, we do recommend to create your own knowledge base and to make use of the knowledge base search in the conversations. If you have it set up, you can very quickly send relevant materials and docs to users asking about a given functionality of your product or a particular process, like, for example, refund policy, from here. The next useful tip is related to sending internal notes. As we already discussed, from conversations you can send notes that are internal messages and visible only to your team and not to your users. If your chat support team work in shifts, agents finishing their shift may use notes to send short summary of communication or issues with a given user to agents starting the next shift. If you want to inform a particular agent, you can tag them in the note and they will be notified. In general, if we have longer conversations history, a note will be visible in all conversations of a given user, as a note is related to a user and not to a particular conversation. Thanks to it, a note will be as well visible in the user's profile, deals web page, company web page, and so on. This functionality may be also useful when, as a user becomes a paying customer, your sales team want to pass some valuable information about the client to the support team. Another useful option is to use activities directly from the conversations whenever there is something that may help you better take care of your users. It's not only about scheduling meetings or calls, but when a given user is nervous and complains about some problems they have had on your website, you can schedule an activity in a week from now to make a health check with that user. Thanks to it, you or your agent will remember in a week to proactively contact the client and check whether everything is fine and whether all problems have been successfully resolved. Then, you can make your life much easier thanks to tags. From this section, you can add tags to your conversations and thus be able to search the whole conversation's history by conversation tags. For example, when a given user asks in a conversation about an additional product feature or update you have announced some time ago, tag a conversation of this user and conversations of all users that ask about the same feature with the tag update question. To do it, click these three dots here and add a tag. You can use tags in a searching tab on the left. Remember to insert tag and a colon first, and then a tag itself. Other useful examples of conversations tagging are bug or technical issue. Also, from conversations, you can tag users. Add tag with the type of feature or new product they are interested in. Later, when a given feature or product has been already launched, you can quickly search users in the people section by that tag and send an email or SMS campaign to those users informing them the new product is now available. When you look at the very bottom, on the right-hand side, you will find the option Notifications. Thanks to that, you can block spammers, hackers, or bots starting thousands of conversations at once. When you toggle that to inactive, all messages from that user will be immediately archived and you won't be notified. So it is a useful tool to deal with unwanted spam attacks. Last but not least, chat is a great tool in general, as you can respond to your users immediately and quickly. It saves you time, as you can reply to a few users simultaneously, which is not possible when communicating through calls or emails. Also, in the conversations, you have all messages coming from the users, regardless of the channel they use, whether they send emails, write on chat, or through SMS. So we've just covered best practices on chat support agents' work. Thanks for your time.